Hi everybody and welcome to podcast number 3 of 2010. We're delighted to be with you again here from beautiful Timmendorfer Strand.
It is very nice out here.
And again we've got our nice drink on the terrace at our favourite table. I've got nice cafe creme and you've got Darjeeling I think there, Pat?
Yes, I've got a nice Darjeeling tea. Cheers.
Cheers. So, plenty going on this week and someone's missing.
Yes, Sven's not here. We're thinking about sacking him now. It's not right. So we have the tightlist Den back here.
Yeah, exactly. It's filling in for Sven. It's just as intelligent. So that's good. And some bad news, Pat. Some bad news again.
Another Tiger sponsor dropped out.
It's not good.
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
And they're so bad, we couldn't even get a drink of them.
Yeah.
So we had to make one ourselves, and so never ever buy a Gatorade anymore.
Don't do it.
Just
It's
take
filled.
a hammer and go like that.
Yeah, it's gone.
Right, so
there we go.
stop
No more
that.
Gatorade. So it's not looking good actually. There's only 2 more. EA Sports and Nike. You can still buy.
And
those.
by the way, all these rumours about Tiger with this addiction, that's just not true.
Addicted to sex, right? Yeah. Right. So
I think we're all guilty of that.
Yeah,
aren't we?
exactly. Well, you are. Yeah. So on the tour, Pat, what's been going on?
On the tour, Charles Schwartzel in South Africa, he's leading again, and he's 4 shots in front, so he's looking like winning again.
Yeah.
Back-to-back winners in South Africa.
Nice to see Darren up there.
Darren
Yeah.
Clark, yeah, awesome. He's back up there. He's probably the biggest name there as well again. So,
Yeah.
but nice to see him back. You know, with his troubles and stuff he had. So good to see him back up there. He played really well the first round, 63.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So pretty good golf in there. But other than that, the tournament again.
Yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? Yeah,
You know.
we're getting going, aren't we? We're getting going.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
until we get to the Dubai area, then Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
and
it'll start being the real European tour.
Yeah.
Actually be approaching Europe somewhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
And the States, what's going on there?
States, Sony Open, Hawaii, Ryan Palmer is
Who?
lead. Yeah, another one where, he's from Texas, Amarillo.
Is he?
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, Tom Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Take Samarillo, right, okay. Anything else?
quite a few names up there, like Steve Stricker and
Yeah.
quite a few names up
Zach
there.
Johnson I saw, which is interesting.
Zach Johnson, defending champion.
Yeah, so he could, yeah.
Yeah,
That was good.
250 years old up there. Michael.
Yeah,
Something,
yeah, that's
I'm not
right.
sure.
Yeah.
And Tom
Michael
Lehman.
Someone and Tom Lehman. Yeah, they're doing well. Yeah. So, well, it's nice in the warmth. The back's not playing up. That's always good. So interesting on the tour.
Yeah, so Sony Open is good. South Africa is okay. Good to see Darren up there. Then obviously Ogilvy won last week, so he's finished for the season.
Yeah, he's done his usual win in Hawaii and he's having the rest of the year off until the match play.
I think that's about it for the tour this week because we've got quite a lot of stuff going on.
We have, it's a packed show this week. I was in the UK doing a seminar for the PGA last week, which was really interesting, talking about the first time we've been able to really talk about our passion, which is going on the golf course, analysing people and looking at their entire game rather than just talking technique, which for us is obviously the most important thing about how we teach golf, isn't it? Getting out there and seeing what people do and teaching them to get the ball in the hole with the fewest number of shots, which is something that gets lost in today's technical world, doesn't it?
Yeah, but surely that should be the way golf is taught because that's where the game is played, out on the golf course.
Absolutely, and you just can't understand why more people don't do that. I mean, for us, we had a whole day of telling a room of golf pros, which were, by the way, great guys. We had a really good conversation, but it's amazing how sometimes difficult it is to get the message across that you just got to get the ball in the hole. And there's a lot that goes with that, with fitness and equipment and short game and so forth. But it was very interesting to talk to pros and interesting to be in England and have a pint as well. So that was good.
I think people should actually look up golf and see what golf actually is.
We began with that. You look at golf in the dictionary or Wikipedia and say golf, and it's amazing. If actually you do that, go on Wikipedia and say what is golf. And you'll find out what the quote is, and it's actually amazing. It tells you how to play golf. Just go ahead and do that. It's really interesting. News from Gary Birch. who,
Yeah.
because we're now brothers, obviously, with the Titleist thing, you know, so we actually like Gary now. No, we've always liked you, Gary. We always like you. He's doing a really cool thing, actually, and we wanted to mention it.
Yeah.
Right? With his,
Birdie Club.
Birdie Club.
For every birdie he plays in a competition this year, if people put money in, 50% of that goes to charity. So,
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
cool idea.
Good job, Gary. We'll be joining, possibly.
Yeah, we are. Well,
we are.
don't
We are
have
joining.
any cash. but-
We don't have any cash, Gary, but we'll join anyway. Anyway, and the subject of the week this week, the groove change, Pat. What's going on there?
Yeah, obviously, I'm sure everybody knows the rule for the grooves have changed, but I'm not sure people actually understand what happens.
Well, if you look at this diagram, you don't understand it either.
No.
But basically, what's happened is obviously the USGA and the RNA have changed the rules on grooves on golf clubs, and they're trying to limit obviously the distance people hit the ball off the tee. I say people, we're talking probably about 10 of the best players in the world. But nevertheless, because they've had difficulty trying to shorten Tiger Woods and people like that, so they've gone about it a different way. And as of the 1st of January, your wedges are different. Well, they are if you play on the PGA Tour, and they are if you buy new wedges, as of now.
And that's kind of the problem with the normal people, isn't it? They say 2024 changes for amateurs.
Yeah.
But the problem is if you buy new wedges, the grooves are
They're
changed
already
anyway.
different. So what is the difference? Well, the difference is that many years ago, clubs were like this. They just had V grooves, you know, so it's just like a channel in a V shape cut into the club. And what we've currently had the last few years are grooves like this, which are deep, wide, and have sharp edges, and that made the ball spin a lot because the moisture, particularly out of the rough, the moisture got taken away, and the sharp edges obviously bit into the ball and made it spin. And what basically has happened is it's not really a rule change. What essentially has happened is that there's two new rules that have come, which have said, number one, as we're showing you here, the edges can't be that sharp. There's a radius of 0.01 whatever anyway. So you can't have sharp edges on the grooves, and the total groove volume has to be smaller. So basically the grooves are going to be less deep and further apart from each other, and that means essentially that out of the rough, and the guys at Titleist, we like Titleist, have got a new thing. They did all this and did a huge test and basically said 56 degree wedge out of the rough spins about half, and the ball will release on the green twice as far. And what does that mean? It means that you need to come to our short game schools and find out how to hit wedge shots with the new rules, basically, doesn't it? Really.
What do you think how the shots are going to change? They're going to be more high and soft,
They're going to be
aren't they?
higher than you're not going to be able to see these spinny low shots from the rough. From the fairway,
Yeah.
there's going to be no change at all. We actually don't think the rule is a good idea, but nevertheless, we do think you should come along and learn about it, and we'd be more than happy to tell people, wouldn't we?
We are.
So, that's pretty much it for this week. We are going to talk to you from Florida next week, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be
Looking
just
forward
like
to
this.
that.
We're going to have to import the snow, but we're looking forward to seeing you next week. So, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
Cheers, tune in, bye.
Bye.